Hey, hey, Buzz. Hey, how are you today? It's your girl, LaShonda Henry here, aka Sister Sense. We are still rocking and rolling with our day two morning sessions, talking about intentionally creating digital profit projects. Digital self publishing, that is what it is all about, as part of this year's Print Your Profits workshop experience. So, what I'm going to do with the ladies today is talk about brand marketing because that's a big part of what we're doing. And there are actually two types of brands you want to think about, right? You want to think about your business brand, number one, and your personal brand, number two, right? So the last session we did was on marketing moments and video content. And for me, that's about personal branding, being able to show people in the moment who you are, what you're doing, how you're like. And then you were talking about one of the influencers that you follow, and she does her craft videos and she shows her bloopers. Yeah, you want to give people the technical side, but you want to show them the personable side too, right? As a matter of fact, there is an ebook that I wrote, and it's called Just One Thing over at sistersense.com/one thing. And I'll give it to you guys once we're done. But it's about the one thing that you're missing when you're not hitting your revenue goals. For some of y'all, is personal branding, right? There's so many people who are competitive about products. And for a lot of people, especially people who buy through social media, 9 times out of 10, they tell you that they buy not because of the product, but the person. You know what I'm saying? Like I even was telling you guys how I bought, don't tell my hubby, that jumper from Kelly's for $169 because everybody want to look like Kelly's. It's a personal brand, right? Even when we saw a couple of months ago, Cardi B and Offset with McDonald's, and they had a meal that somebody decided that they thought was going to be a good meal, but whatever. It's McDonald's. They partnered with Cardi B because she's Cardi B. So creating branded video content is definitely something I want you to work on. But I also want you to create your business brand content as well. And I'm going to talk about how you can do that structurally. A lot of different pieces. So I'm going to be interviewing the lovely ladies who are here. They're like, LaShonda, I'm nervous. But I do these interviews with love, so that I can showcase not just what I'm doing, but some of the amazing things that they are doing too. I also have some Nikes and Guess sneakers and all the things because personal branding and business branding, it's all of the things. And over the years, being able to not only work on as a graphics designer my branding, but work with professionals who do style and photography and all the things, I've been able to learn a few things about how even your imagery can work with that, okay? Because this is my new uniform, by the way, okay? My yellow, my green, my blue, because it goes with the branding, okay? So let's dig into personal brand. First thing that I'm going to do is bring one of my business besties, my OGs in the building from the Y2K days. The lovely Rhonda. She is going to pop right here. And then we are going to share some personal brand recommendations. So the deal is, are you good? You nice and comfy?
Oh, yeah, I'm
Oh,
good.
I'm going to take this little pillow, pop it up right here.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice and comfy. Even the pillows, you got to have the branding in the pillows as well, right? Um, so let's talk about personal branding. And Rhonda is going to introduce herself first, and then we'll dig in just for a little bit.
Hi, I'm Rhonda, aka Turquoise Blue. Happy to be here today.
And let us know your website and some of the
Yes.
awesome things you have there.
Okay, I am a designer. Oops, LaShonda, I'm kicking your camera.
This is a tight set, y'all.
Yes,
There's
we got
lots on the
shoes and
set.
bags. We're actually surrounded by a ton of stuff over here. Yes. Well, I'm Rhonda, aka Turquoise Blue, and I am a designer and I'm also a mentor and coach to women.
So Rhonda is not doing herself justice because, baby, when I tell you this lady right here, first of all, I need to go grab her earrings because they in my suitcase. Okay, so she's got her earrings. She's got her crochet line. She's a web and graphics designer. She does digital publishing. I tell you, she's like me, but on the outside. Okay, she's like my doppelganger. Okay, maybe don't look alike, but she's my
We kind of do
doppelganger.
look like same tribe, maybe.
Same tribe, same tribe. But what I'm going to do is actually unbag the gift that Rhonda has given me. But before we do, let's talk about her latest product. We have been working on $7 solutions, which are digital products, but also have a print feel to it as well. And we also have been working on AI content using AI art. And oh my gosh, this woman right here, she said, LaShonda, I'm going to make you proud. Listen, this is absolutely beautiful. The creations that, look at that right there. Absolutely beautiful. The creations that Rhonda has put together as part of her Mindful Money Mantras branded series. So let's talk about the book project, your inspiration, and the different variations, because there's a lot that you've done with this series. Let's talk about that.
Okay, sure. As LaShonda said, this is my book, 21 Mindful Money Mantras for Prosperous and Abundant Living. And the prosperous and abundant living part, that's actually how I sign up on all my videos. On my YouTube channel, at the end of my videos, I always say, I wish you prosperous and abundant living. Take care.
A brand message.
Yes,
Do you
so
have
that's
a brand
kind of like
message?
one of my little sayings.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to make sure to incorporate that in here. And I really wanted to create this book for a long while. We've been working on $7 solutions.
Yes.
And then we also have had some other trainings where it focused on creating books. And then, like LaShonda said, we also had the trainings on the AI. And so I had done some AI pre-LaShonda's training, but I really honed into it after working with her and doing that training. And I wanted to create this book because on my YouTube channel, I talk about saving money, decision making, and expressing creativity. And I wanted to create something that women could use to have a more positive mindset about money, and also to dispel any negative messaging that we have in our heads. And one way to do that is the use of mantras, because mantras are words, phrases, or sounds that are repeated. And the use of repetition is one way to help reinforce something that we want to change or that we want to receive. So I put together 21 of them in this book. And then I wanted to come up with images that would reflect the mood that I wanted people to, I don't want to say it, the mood that I want people to have while they are actually using the mantras. So I wanted something that was a little bit more ethereal and light. And also everything is built around the motif of the lotus flower, which is a symbol that is used in meditation. So throughout the document, you will see the different beautiful ladies engaging in a meditative pose with their eyes closed and practicing mindfulness around these money mantras. And they all have some form of a flower or lotus in there.
With some money around it as well.
Yes, and money for sure.
I love it. So I'm actually sitting here. I'm not looking on my phone randomly. I'm taking notes because all these ladies have so much amazingness. So a couple of things that you want to think about when it comes to your branding. First of all, turquoise blue. I love her because we love blue. We love the blue, and I always have purple and blue in a lot of my content, right? So your color themes, you want to make sure that's consistent, number one. Your overall theme, you've got a budget tracker, right?
Actually, it's a savings.
Savings.
Yes, it's a savings challenge.
A savings challenge.
Yes, it's called the 10K Your Way Savings Challenge.
Okay.
And it's actually the challenge that I used to save $10,000 within 1 year.
Wow.
And I offer that as a principal download, and it comes in multiple versions. So there are multiple ways to do the challenge.
So another thing to think about when you are trying to build out your personal brand offers is bundling and connecting them together. One of Rhonda's core themes is savings, right? So you want to be able to identify your colors, your core themes, and also thinking about how you can turn it into bigger products by diversifying. So this is in digital, this is in print, and I feel like you have the digital. Is that what you have on your iPad as
Yes,
well?
I don't think it'll show on your camera.
Yeah.
If I hold it up, let's see here.
Oh, it's going to be the glare.
Yes,
It's gonna be
glare,
the
so it's
glare.
not displaying well, but it is available as a download, and I like to use the GoodNotes app. So I download it and then upload it into my device on the GoodNotes app.
So you have the challenge and you have your guide, your motivation guide, your mantras guide,
Yes.
and then you also have other book projects and some other things that we're going to talk about in a second, okay?
Yes.
A lot of goody stuff. So what else do you have here?
We're going to talk about that in a moment.
Oh, you want me to unbag
When you're ready.
first? Okay.
Yeah.
Yay. I love to give out my swag, but it's awesome when I get some swag too,
I love to give you
y'all.
swag.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So this is an unbagging experience. Okay. Now, you know how they talk about in culturally speaking in finances, how the black dollar, how many times it bounces versus the Jewish dollar or the white dollar, and needing to support each other. One of the things I love is that my tribe, we support each other. And a funny story that I just discovered is that this transparent bag here was actually from Lavon,
Yes.
and Rhonda purchased one of her products and it came in this bag. Y'all, we need to circulate these Black women dollars, because if
Yes.
nobody support our Black girl magic like us, listen, for real. Being able to see the support and the love for me is one of my favorite things. And we were also talking about like, oh, where did you get these bags from, right? Different vendors where you can not only create your brand content, but personalize it with products that are complementing your colors and the things that you put together, whether it be books or card decks or t-shirts, like Lavon was talking about. There's so many things you can put in something like this to enhance the brand, the bundle, and the packaging. So, all right, drum roll, please. Oh my goodness, because I was like, Rhonda, you got a journal? I want the journal. This is so beautiful. Look at that.
Thank you.
OMG. This is Rhonda's manifestation journal.
Yes.
The beautiful flower detail on the corner of this lined page journal is absolutely beautiful. And then, of course, she has her turquoiseblue.com signature branding at the back as well. And you want to think about, is this 6x9? Do you know what size this is?
This is 6x9.
6x9.
Yes.
And this is 8.5 by 8.5 inches. When you start to take your personal brand and diversify your product into all of these different books, I think about the For Dummies series, or Chicken Soup for the Soul, and how these other established businesses are creating series and brands for their business. You should be able to do that too. So I see some other things in here. I'm excited. I want to be able to share what those are with you. Oh wait, I think is that one mine?
Yeah, this is yours. I'm
This
holding
one?
it for you.
Okay. I was like, don't you be taking
I'm
my
not
stuff.
going to take it back.
I love it. Okay, so this is Soulful Serenity. And oh my goodness, the power of the word serenity, because Lavon is working on a Serenity brand series as well. These are absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I didn't bring my stickers. I don't even want to open it. Is there a way to open it without opening it?
Well, you're kind of going to have to open it because I stapled it.
Okay.
So you can...
Listen, I'm one of those annoying people when it comes to gift wrapping. Like, they're like, listen, if you just don't tear it up and just, when it was Christopher's birthday as a toddler, when he was really small, I started to sing a song and I would say, rip it, rip it, rip it. So every birthday, it's just like, just get to it. Open it up.
So it is sealed, I think. Let's see. But the sticker, I think, is replaceable. There we go. Okay.
Awesome.
So then it's just one of those plastic bags.
Okay. Love it. I'm excited. Happiness, not in another place, but this place. Not for another hour, but this hour. Walt Whitman. I like that quote. That's beautiful. I want to be able to. Oop, oop, oop. Did I lose anything?
That's
Oh,
right there.
I got it. I got it. These are absolutely beautiful. And I'm never good at putting these things on camera. I'm always like, where do you go? Where do you go? Second this thing. And clearly the camera's right there, but I'm always like, what position should I be in? These are absolutely beautiful. We did a whole training on AI art and creating your content, which by the way, I'm going to give you a list, okay? So because she's a creative like myself and she's just a boss at this, you can use AI for your art. You can use stock photos. One of my books, it's not here, but I'll show it to you eventually. You can get a illustrator that you can commission, right? So stock photos, illustrator, AI art, your own personal creations. If you're a crafty person and you can draw, make it your own, right? So it's within your control to either create or find somebody who can help you create branded content, okay? But of course, with the world that we live in with AI, you don't have to worry about that. You can use AI to produce your content too. Now, I feel like I saw something else in here, but I'm gonna double check.
The card. It was just the card.
Yeah, I
that
need
we
to.
saw in the back.
Okay, let me.
And one more.
Oh, there's one
Yeah.
more. I love these, like sticky notes and notes, post-its. You can like put something on this as well, a little
You
message
can write a message in the center.
in the center, right? This is so creative. I absolutely love this. And I think one of the things that you want to do when it comes to branding is number one, pull on your creativity. But if you don't feel so inclined to be creative, take advantage of taking notes, right? Of all the ideas that we're going to talk about and explore today. Okay, caught up in the lock. Caught up in. Sorry, I get lots of things in the locks. And now that I'm not growing, but Christopher is. So now that he think he got a little bit of growth on him, he always hovering like, "What's in your hair? What's that?" What's like, "Get off of me! I'm still your mother." But these are some lovely, lovely branded pieces that Rhonda has produced.
Yes, thank you. And here's another version that I had here.
Absolutely
Yes.
love it. So then being able to have a series of them, right?
Yes.
And then also thinking about, in addition to the series, different types, right? So we talked about different sizes. This is the guide. This is the notebook journal. These are some different options for you to consider. Okay. Okay. I want to be able to give you two things. Number one, I want to give you an opportunity to grab some of Rhonda's solutions. Everybody's grabbing 21 mantras right now. So if you don't have it, you need to go grab it. Let them know where to go.
Yes, you can find all of these items actually. The
stickers,
the
journals.
book, the stickers, and the journals on my website at Turquoise Blue, which is TurquoiseBlue.com/mindful.
I love it. I love it. So thank you, Rhonda,
Yes,
for
thank
sharing.
You. Thank you, LaShonda.
Hopefully you guys have been taking notes. Brand message. What's your tagline? Something that you say often in your emails or in your video content. Your color schemes, your core theme of what you like to message and share with your audience. Your illustrations. Are you going to create them? Commission somebody? Use stock photos? Use AI? Your bundles. How many different series or content types can you produce for your content? A few things to explore. Let's keep on keeping on. Talk a little bit more about branding with the lovely LaVon of Live Vibrantly. Yay! I see an I Am Enough t-shirt in the building. LiveVibrantly.com. You know, it's funny. I said to myself, we should all have on the t-shirts. And so I need to go and find mine if I go home tomorrow. Maybe LaVon, me and Rhonda can rock the t-shirt.
Oh, that'd be great.
But you need to know that your vibe attracts your tribe. So start vibing on some people so that you can get the support and the love that you need when it comes to branding. If ever there was someone to pour into you, that's Lavon. Okay. Rhonda was saying, I so appreciate Lavon. She supported me. She was putting together my products. She made a video. I have some new clients in my world. Lucina, I have Carol Lynn, and these are some amazing women I'm excited to work through with Lavon. Listen, every single one of them, they've said to me, Lavon pours into me so much. I absolutely love her. And who she is what she does. It comes through in her authenticity, and it comes through in the Live Vibrantly brand. So without further ado, Lavon, take it away. Share your brand.
So, hello, everyone. I don't know what to say. But so, I am Lavon Weaver. I am the proud creator, artist, Chief Encouragement Officer of Live Vibrantly by LV. And it is really, it's a lifestyle, I'll say it's my life of really creating spaces for women to live their best lives and really with what they have.
Yeah.
Not fixing ourselves, but taking what we have and really just building upon it and expanding. So I love creating experiences that allow women to just be who they are and just continue to grow and build.
You know, I want you to share this message right here because that's a huge part of your branding.
The I am enough message is it is a huge part of my branding, and it's so important to remember that who we are right at this moment, that we are enough. And and everything else we do is just really adding to it, and we get to be more of who we are.
Yeah.
But this particular message is a personal reminder for myself that where I am right now is enough, and it's only going to get better. And so I love wearing this shirt because I was sharing this morning on Instagram that I may not know you personally, but this message, as you read it, it is for you. And that's how we share messages of wellness.
Because I know for myself, when I go on the gram, I always get the right message at the right time, right?
Yeah.
And so when you do that scroll, somebody's going to say something that hits. And, true to being one of my OGs in the community, she knew the assignment before we even got on the session. Everybody was like, wait, Lavon, oh, she's doing video downstairs. She already knew. Okay. At some point, LaShonda's going to say, take your behind downstairs and do some video. So she already did it, okay? But that's personal branding, being able to bring people into your world. We create a lot of content. We're doing books, bags, stickers. Lavon has her t-shirt line. These are some things that you can consider when it comes to your business brand. I want you to think about your core messaging. Okay. So Rhonda shared her core message. Lavon is sharing hers. Let's get into some of these products.
So what I brought with me today actually was something I was bringing to just build upon while we're here this weekend. So a few years ago, I'm gonna say a year ago, I created the Notes to Self journal, and I also want to use this.
Zoom in.
So,
you can tell her we're good.
And I wanted to
Thank you.
Take this particular message. So it says not for sale. So this is my copy. So I wanted to take this message right here and use this weekend to continue to grow and expand, make the companion pieces. So you provided us with some beautiful templates. So
yes.
I've been talking about doing this for a couple of years. So I said, I'm here. I'm going to use this opportunity to expand this journal that I made for women.
And this is absolutely beautiful. Can you flip through on the camera to show some of the pages and zoom in a little bit?
Flip through. So this is called the Notes to Self journal, and it is a journal that encourages women to read and write notes to themselves. And that's something that I do personally in my self-care practice. I write notes to myself every day.
Yeah.
And I love this journal because it's not complicated. So on one side, you have a beautiful note, a message that you can read. And if that's just enough for you today, that's good.
Yeah.
You can take this message, you can read it, you can take a picture of it, record it, and carry it with you. And then I created small spaces where you can just write about the note. So I have the affirmation. There's a message, there's a journal prompt if you'd like to finish it. And I also put a small evening reflection in as well. But what I love about this is that it's an opportunity for you to love on yourself in a different way through writing, through reading messages, and it is small enough to fit in your purse. So it's 6 by 9. So I'm really excited about this journal for the fall, and this is one I'm really encouraging women to use during the month of October because my theme is fall is a beautiful time for change, and you can use this journal to really encourage yourself and to embrace change. And so while I am here, I will be continuing this Notes to Self series. So I'm going to actually create some companion notebooks, hopefully a prayer book. So I have an ambitious goal this week to, let's see. But I know I'm going to leave here with at least a couple of them finished. So I really like creating this particular branded product for Live Vibrantly.
Now, what's lovely about every single woman up here is not only are they here to learn, but listen, y'all, they're here to teach because there's so much information in what each person is doing. And think about the concept of notes to self. We all know of that concept, but how you make it your own is your own, right? So, for example, I did 43 life lessons learned, and those were my notes to self, right? So, being able to take a concept like that and really personalize it for your brand and the tribe that you're looking to reach is something that you can do. When it comes to our $7 solutions, not only do you have physical, but you have digital. What's the new digital product that you've been working on?
So my new digital product is called Serenity.
Yes.
And Serenity was actually created from the September conversations about finding peace right where we are.
Finding peace.
And it was really inspired because I went on several vacations. We talked about that.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we often share.
Needing a vacation after the vacation.
Yes, and we always say that. And I thought to myself, well, what if we didn't have a place that we can go? How can we still create those moments?
Of
So
serenity.
so that's really what inspired this series, really encouraging women to serenity is wherever you are.
Yes.
And I always say to people, I bring my peace with me. So I don't go any space I go,
Yes.
I always hope and pray that it is a beautiful experience.
Peaceful.
But I bring my peace with me.
Yeah.
And that's really what serenity is about.
Because you can't control the external,
No.
but you can control
No.
yours.
Right. And so I'm working on a series here. So that's the other part. So I started last night with creating a beautiful planner and with quotes and prayers and breathing exercises for women.
I love it. Now, keep in mind two things. As you're hearing a lot of the wonderful projects that what ladies are working on, I am working on a Sister Sense marketplace to showcase their products. You can actually see a sneak peek of that over at sistersense.com/her marketplace. You can see some of the amazing things they've done, like Lavon and Tasha and Barbara and Rhonda and Liana, just to see not only what they've done if you want to take advantage of their resources, but what you can do, right? It's always about if you can see the possibility of what they've done, it's proof that what you can do it too, right? So I want you to think about a couple of things, compliments of Lavon, seasonal offers. Seasonal offers. So she talked about for October, this, for September, this. What are some things that possibly you want to integrate into your business as a theme? Print Your Profits is a part of my business brand, right? So every year, this time of year, I do Print Your Profits, I do Back to Business. January, I do Fire Start Your Year. A part of the branding and the consistency of, oh my God, what do I do, right? Is you having your own guided calendar of seasonal content, number one. Number two, thinking about complimentary offers. We did a live stream this morning and I shared 7 book ideas, specifically guides that you can use to complement either your digital products or your low content notebooks and journals, things that we're producing. So Lavon she said it's very ambitious, but she's working on notebooks, journals, and planners that complement this one right here. And I shared a great example. Y'all remember our forever First Lady, Michelle Obama. She made her Becoming book. Guess what? The next year, she made the Becoming Guided Journal. Listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yes.
Use this series, use these examples. You create one piece of content and you build it out, right? So got my notes here, journals, planners, notebooks, and complementary pieces, diversifying your content, because while we do a lot as far as books and journals and things like that, you can create t-shirts,
Yes.
you can create other type of offers. Trust me, there's more to explore. And my girl Afi, she's going to share those with you too, because there's a lot happening in this room right now. You need to be in the room.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You need to be in the room. So make sure that you check in with me if you want to come out to my next North Carolina workshop, number one. But number two, I do have virtual experiences because my clients are all over the world. Some of y'all are in UK and Puerto Rico. My girl, I want to say Doriana, but it's not Doriana. It's going to come to me. She's in Suriname. Oh, I can't remember her name. Denise. There we go. Denise Sumter is in Suriname. Y'all are everywhere. So virtual Print Your Profits is happening next weekend. And those of you who are in the Sister Sense Circle at sistersense.com/circle can join us for the virtual. I do virtual trainings on a week by week, month by month basis to help you with your money, marketing, and sales goals. So thank you so much, LaVon. Let them know how they can reach out to you and or take advantage of your offers.
Okay. You can reach me at www.livevibrantly.com. Live does not have an E on it. So it's LIV, vibrantly.com. And thank you so much.
I love it. I love it. Listen, whether you are live or catching us on the replay side, this is your opportunity to get better at brand marketing made easy. Thank you, LaVon.
Thank you, LaShonda.
Y'all, we are making such good time because after we finish this last live, it's about to be eat time, okay? It is lunch and learn. The lovely Afi is about to check in with me, y'all. Afi is definitely one of my OGs. We've been through it and in it for a minute, okay? We've gone from fur babies to eventually fur grandmamas because these fur babies ain't babies no more. But I just absolutely love my girl Afi. I'm super excited to have her come on and share her amazingness with you. Now, let me tell you this. You have gifts and talents, so many of them, so many levels that you may not even acknowledge. Y'all say, why would somebody want this from me? Or, oh, so many other people doing that. There's all this competition out there. We've got Rhonda. She is also a web designer, right? A full-time teacher. That's what LaVon does. When I met Afi, full-time military woman. We were just talking about, this woman has traveled the world, okay? I remember you did something where you had like a map or something, a bunch of photos of the different places that she's traveled. Y'all have some amazing gifts, talents, and experiences, and you want to make it a part of your branding. This is how you can do just that. So welcome, Afi. Introduce yourself and let them know what you're doing now because you've got this amazing new series.
So my name is Afi Rule, and I am a sewist and an artist. I wear what I make. I wore this outfit that I'm wearing here in the little head wrap here too. But I'm also working on my arts, and I have a sewing community where I teach women how to make garments that they love, wearable garments that they love. And in the future, I'm going to be doing like my artwork, like original artwork. But for right now, I'm doing the AI digital artwork, and I'm here, figuring out a way to make it print, not just digital.
Yes.
And that's that. And I would say that my thing is, I think, especially over the past 10 years or so, I've had some really rich experiences, some good, some bad, that have allowed me to become a woman of my own design. And I think the way that I serve is to help other women do the same thing. I do it specifically with sewing and art, but yeah, you, like LaShonda said, you have your own thing. Be a woman of your own design, of your own making, no matter what you believe. Who
Is
you
that
believe
one of
in.
your catchphrase?
Yeah, life is short. Live it by design. Yeah,
Exactly. Everybody has a catchphrase. I think you're understanding right now. You need your branded theme, your taglines, your brand messages. I'm sorry, I
No,
interrupted.
that's fine. And the other is life is too short to be lived in ugly clothes. It
Life
really
is
is.
too short to be lived in ugly clothes. Come on now, come through. Since the beginning, by the way, one of Afi's favorite brand colors is purple violet. It's definitely always come through in her branding. At some point, I always started off with my purple, but at some point I added on a little pop of gold here and there. Always had the turquoise blue. So thinking about those brand colors that are going to be really signature to the products that you produce. She makes beautiful creations. The website is
My home website is afirule.com. You can find all of the information about my sewing services at wearwhatyouMake.com.
Wear, WEAR, whatyouMake.com, or Afirule, AFIRUEL.com. That's something that we have to get used to as well. LaVon is my OG, so she knows not everybody gonna know Live Vibrantly don't have an E.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure you check folks because they're gonna go on and go, wait, I didn't find it.
Yeah.
Where's the website, right? So sometimes we got to slow it down, spell it out, all the things. But that comes with you getting used to learning how, whether it's your business brand or your personal brand, how you're going to share that and articulate what your brand is all about to your audience. Oh, thank you so much for dropping those links in there. I truly, truly, truly appreciate that. Hi, Denise. Can she repeat or put it in the comments, please? Her website. Oh, good. Livevibrantly.com. Welcome, welcome. If you are so cute, thank you. Whether you're catching us live or on the replay side, feel free to drop into the chat and let me know who you are and where you are in this beautiful world today, number one. Number two, remember, if you're catching us on the replay side, to drop into the comment box, #replaysrock. And for me, number three, baby, if you're not here in North Carolina NC with me, you can join us for Print Your Profits next week virtually inside the Sister Sense Circle. To learn more about my monthly mentorship and accountability community, just go over to sistersense.com/circle. So you have some awesomeness that she didn't even know she was going to be on live. But let me tell you something. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Right? So making sure that you create both the digital and physical products means you're always ready for the opportunity. She has a wealth of products to share, and she didn't even know I was going to put her out there today. Okay. So let's do it. Let's jump in.
So, and this is from my AI art store.
Yes.
So these are some of my magnets, and I have them on my stainless steel water bottle because the experts say that's the best way to drink and store your water. So I have these.
Can you take some of them off so that we can just show them on? That's innovative because I've never thought to put magnets on one. I've got these on. That's really great. It's like strategic marketing right there. So smart marketing with your girl Afi. I love it. Now, I didn't ask you guys, did you make any of these AI art images beforehand, or was this after our training on AI?
This, for me, it was after the AI training.
Okay.
I went crazy. I was like, LaShonda unlocked the secrets for me, and I'm just going to take the ball and run with it.
You unlocked the beast.
I just did it.
I love it. So wait, did you share some of the actual written messages with the AI art as well?
Oh,
so these are beautiful. This says, "Proud plant mom." Yeah, if you could share some of these.
So this one is made in the USA because I am African American.
Yes.
And I think, our history is what it is, but we are Americans.
Yes.
And, made in the USA. So I am a fur mama.
Yes.
That's me. This is my Beagle Boo Boy that was with his dad before we met. This is my baby. I raised her. This is Sheba. This is Petey, Beagle. Sheba the Maltipoo. She's crazy. And this is Hercules, our cat.
Now, let me tell you that my tribe, we a family affair, okay? Because when Afi had her fur baby, I said, it's time for me to have my fur baby. So I was like, wait. Sheba is adorable. She's like a little piece of chicken. She's like,
fingers.
Oh, that's a Maltipoo. It's like, Maltipoo? Google.com. How do I get a Maltipoo? Now I have Prin, my lovely Maltese, that she is the only daughter that I need, okay? That's, I say, I've got a lot of men in my house. Got Prin, she's a girl. My cat Night, she's a girl. Fur babies. unite. So you want to think about those parts of you that you can share in your products, right? Whether it be being proud of being in the military, being proud of your culture, your heritage, where you come from. I was born here in the States, but my family is Caribbean, from Jamaica. However, you're going to personalize your brand to really make it your own, being a plant mom, a fur mom, a military mom, whatever you think about those experiences. Like, each lady has so many wonderful lessons to teach. The experiences that you have had that you can then turn into content that you share with your audience. This is it. This is it right here. You've got more to share.
And this is
So
from my Redbubble store.
So
It's a journal, and it is lined.
Life, here I
Life
come.
where I come, because I'm coming, and life is good.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And wait, there's more. When Afi rolled up with this one, right, I was like, I don't want to interrupt what we're doing, but what is it on her
This
shoulders?
is my tote bag. So
Okay.
this is this. Yeah.
There we go. There.
This is the same thing as the sticker, but I just put it on a tote bag.
So she's got stickers and magnets and her bag and her journal, her lined journal.
And t-shirts.
And t-shirts. And while we're sharing these examples of different branded products that you can create, one of the things that we're talking about today is marketing moments. You should be wearing what you make, literally Afi's brand, right? So for example, can you pass me mine with mine on the cover? The one all the way in the back. Yeah, that one all the way in the back. Yeah, that whole thing. You can just pick it up and give it to me.
Okay.
Yep, there we go. So here's one of my branded Sister Sense bags, right? One of my favorite messages. I didn't come up with it, but I love this message. She believed she could, and so she did. Because so many of us don't realize how brave it is to think a thing and then do it. So many people are afraid to do that because what will my family think? We don't do those kind of things. And there are just so many things hindering us, fears, misconceptions about actually, even as women, like men, they're just like, whatever, I'm just going to do this thing.
Yeah.
And we are trained that we need to put our children first. We need to put our family first. We need to, it has to be on the back burner. Hopefully someday you get a chance to do it, but I don't know if it's going to be today. But a message of not just thinking the things, but believing you can do it. Whatever you can conceive and believe you can achieve, and then actually doing it, it's a beautiful thing. Sometimes people will tell you, oh, you scared, and they don't realize how brave you are when you take that step of not just thinking it, but truly believing it, because the art of manifestation is belief, right? There's a lot of stuff that we think we can do, but we don't really believe we can do it, which is why a lot of y'all are struggling. It's not the other circumstances. Because there's that boy in that little town in Africa that lighted up the whole town with electricity. You know, a boy, not a man, right? There's a difference between thinking a thing and believing a thing. When you truly believe it, regardless of your circumstance, you can manifest it, right? But listen, it ain't Sunday. I'm getting on my Sunday soapbox today. I tell y'all, that's what happens. I want you to think about your bags, your stickers. These are things, your notebooks, your journals that you can produce as branded content. When it comes to Afi, your brand messages, smart marketing, being able to wear what you make. I love the concept. I'm just keep telling y'all, just follow Afi's concept. Wear what you make. Some of you all do print on demand, but you don't buy your stuff. You don't use your stuff. You don't write in your journal. You don't use your tote bag. And you're like, why is nobody buying it? Because baby, you ain't wearing what you made. Right? Just like that, I said a little bit earlier, that hair commercial, I'm not only the president, I'm a member, the hair club for men. You need to use your stuff, love on your stuff if you actually want to sell your stuff. Right? All part of the process. So, Afi, one more time, let them know where they can get your stuff. Thank you very much.
So if you want the art or the tote bags and things like that, you can go to rbstore.artbyafi.com. Afi is spelled AFI. Again, that's rbstore.artbyoffie.com. And I also am doing custom orders for the Christmas holiday season. Because I wear those things out and I use them,
Yeah.
I've gotten quite a few requests
of people
for
saying,
custom.
ooh.
Can you make this and put? So I'm going to be doing custom orders, and I'll provide the link as soon as I have that out. And if you want information about the sewing community, and I also do sewing one-on-ones, an hour at a time, you can go to wearwhatyouMake.com, and I'll have all the information there. And yeah.
I love it. So you see, even before they about to drop off, they got some new extra knowledge to give. Okay, let me drop some knowledge on you guys. One of the things that Afi just talked about is be like you. Okay, when people see what you do and they want to be like you, there's opportunities there, either for a DFY, done for you customization service, right? Or for a be like you where you train. She's got her community, right? So DWY, done with you. There are things that they can do on their own or they can do with Afi, or DIY, do it yourself, when they take the content and consume it, whether she creates a guidebook or a course or a training. Those 4 options you can literally do from one thing. You don't have to do 15 different businesses. In that one business, you can offer do it yourself, done for you services, done with you training, and done be like you opportunities. Okay, be like you, done for you, done with you, and DIY too. So thank you, Afi. They're doing so good, y'all. They're like, oh my God, I'm nervous. I'm like, y'all just are pros. Just pros. So listen, last but not least, I want to say the best for last, because this is one of my favorite ladies. I've been working with Shonda. You know, it's funny. I love how it's like LaShonda, I got Shonda, I got Rhonda. It's like a whole lyrical vibe right now. You know what I'm saying? We got the Jill Scott, we got the Kimbra, the good music in the background. I have been working with Shonda for many, many years, and she is a really and truly a lady of my heart, because I feel like each woman that I attract, we have something in common. And never have I ever experienced a sister girl entrepreneur who, she's not for play, okay? This woman has written a lot of content. She has if Shonda tells you that she's going to write 5 books, baby, she's going to write 5 books, because she consumes, but she also creates, and she does it very, very quickly. One of my signature statements is QCQC. My superpower is to quickly create quality content, and baby, Shonda is just like that, okay? So I am super excited to have the lovely Shonda join us. Yay! We've been working together for years. I don't even know how many years, and this is the first time we are meeting in person. We have to have some sister girl love on camera. Yay! I'm super excited. So tell them a little bit about yourself, because you're multi-passionate. She's a fellow multi-passionate entrepreneur here.
Hi, everybody. I'm Shonda Miles. So I am a personal development and professional development, I'm going to say growth coach. But this has been a journey, because I've been praying to God, for, I know 2 years, seems like he was silent about what I should do. And so I've been working with entrepreneurs for probably 20 years. And what I noticed is women, we get stuck in business. We don't believe in ourselves. We are looking for acceptance. We're looking for these things that are really inside, the things that we don't believe in ourselves. We're looking for validation. We want approval. And that is really stuff that we have to work on inside. There's things that we have to do before we can become an entrepreneur, or it is nonstop. Would you say it's just consistent?
Yeah.
We're constantly working on ourselves. And so
lifetime.
Yes. So God started, speaking to me about, this is what I've been doing for 30 years. I've been reading about personal development. I've been reading about professional development. How can I improve? What do I need to do? What changes I need to make? And so this is, I'm sure he's still evolving me. So as I kind of work through this is currently what I want to help women do, is to be their best self. So we don't have to compare ourselves. Like LaShonda said, we're all brilliant in our own ways. And so we don't have to be Beyonce. We could just be the best version of ourselves. And it's really constantly working on ourselves. And so we get stuck. We want to see progress like overnight, and it just doesn't happen that way. It's just you're constantly work in progress. But you really have to work on believing in yourself, and it's work. It's constantly patting your own self on the back. It's constantly cheering yourself on. And so that has been what I've been doing, is just trying to help women, encourage them to just take a chance on themselves. We can bet on everybody. We can bet on the corporations. We can bet on everybody else. Anybody else that comes to us, we can bet on them. We can spend our last dime on our children. But when it comes to us, we don't spend the money on ourselves, investing in ourselves, just being better. And so the products I came to work on this weekend was really about personal growth notebook and personal growth journal. And it's, all of us are women. We're mothers, we're sisters, we're daughters, and it's really and parents. How can we be a better spouse? How can we be a better parent? What do we have to do? What are kind of the steps that we have to take every single day to be better? And so that's what I'm working on. And I think that
I'm writing so many notes. I got so much to say. I'm letting her say because I got some stuff to say.
And I think too, I noticed that we are built for adversity, and out of that adversity, we get, if we pay attention, we learn so many lessons, so many life lessons. And that is, I've been journaling for over a year, life lessons. And so we waste adversity. We waste the pain that we go through. And so we have to.
My mess is your message.
Yeah, we have to tell our children, we have to tell our customers, we have to tell people that we've been called to serve the things that we're learning. Because if not, it's wasted. It's wasted pain. It's wasted adversity. It's wasted. Just think about if our parents had talked to us about all the things they had learned, particularly our mothers, all the things they went through. Mm-hmm. And you think when you go through it, you're the only one. But if somebody had said something, our life would be different, it'd be better, whatever that looks like. Save your money,
There's some, I don't know if it was Netflix or Hulu, or Amazon, so many of them. I can never keep them straight. But it's like a biracial Black woman, she dies. And I feel like her daughter and her son, I feel like it's newly released. I literally saw it a few days ago. They're backtracking and they're seeing this.
Richard and Mildred Loving.
Is that what it's
I
called?
think so.
Richard and Mildred Loving.
Lovings.
It's like the Lovings. And I just saw the trailer and it's like this she went through some stuff and her children didn't know. And sometimes people look at you and they take for granted what you're feeling, what you're going through, what you're not saying. And they go, that's her personality. She's so standoffish. She's so closed. Or, my mother's hard. She ain't affectionate. She don't love me. And you don't know stories that I need to watch it. But I'm going to write it down and send it to you. I was going on Netflix or Hulu or one of them, and I was like, oh, this is cool, but I forgot the name of it. But I totally agree. There is a brand. I do not remember the name of the woman who created the brand. I do believe that she is Jamaican as well, of Jamaican heritage. And it's mess in a bottle, right? Mm-hmm. And her whole concept is my mess is your message, right? And it's such a beautiful multi-figure branding experience. One of the things that's coming out of the conversation that I'm having right now with Shonda is those experiences, right? And how you're going to turn your experiences into content for others. Afi talked about it as well. It's coming through in this conversation when it comes to your branding. And I have to say apologies if there are any messages that I can't see and say on the screen right now, just because I don't have my eyes on and I'm so focused on these interviews. But I will check in the chat when I am done. I'll let you know, as a matter of fact. And you can also DM me as well if you have any questions, or follow and start to check in with these lovely ladies. I know you guys are doing the interviews right now, but if you can go in and chat with people, I have it on YouTube and Facebook as well, on facebook.com/SistaSense. So after the fact, you guys can add to those conversations. A couple of things coming up for me right now when it comes to Shonda and her journey as a business owner and entrepreneur is being multi-passionate. Because before this conversation around personal development, you had a whole series that you were working on, and I was supporting you around Six-Figure Coders. Talk about your previous business brand prior to this one.
So my previous brand was Six-Figure Medical Coder. And so I was a medical coder for 17 years. And my husband challenged me one day that no one that we knew made six figures. So nobody can make, that's what he told me. And I took it as a challenge, and I decided after that conversation, I was going to prove him wrong. I was like, people are making six figures every single day. You know,
Yeah.
Of course we can do it. And so it's really just a decision. You got to make a decision, and then you got to take action. So 13 months later, I was making six figures as a medical coder. And
Woo.
I thought, you know, what if it changed your life. If you go from under six figures to over six figures, it changed your life. And it changed your life because money buys experiences. Money does a lot of things for us that we couldn't do without it, right? I don't have to go into that. You know, money changes things. And so that experience showed me that, first of all, we can do anything we put our mind to. The research indicates that we use 10% of our potential. I was thinking 90% of our potential is wasted every single day. We're doing stuff that doesn't even
Did I not tell you that if somebody could match my content creation effort, it's this one right here. When I do calls, let me tell y'all for a second. When I do client calls, most of the times I'm like, you need to slow down because you're doing too much. I tell other people that. I won't tell her that because I know she can do it. Okay. Some people, they have a lot of ideas, but it takes them like 5 years to just do one thing. This is the girl right here. Her Amazon store. Do you still have a lot of those publications on Amazon?
I do. I still have 23 books on Amazon, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And because I don't do medical coding coaching anymore, but I do have the books there because if you want to take the steps and go step by step, you can actually do it yourself. But yeah, so the books are there to show people, you know, how they can do it.
Being able to sell your brand products on your own personal website is one thing. But of course, one of the things that we've been talking about as part of the Sister Sense program this year is your products on marketplaces, right? Like Amazon, and being able to widen your reach, being able to create products that are in high skill areas. That's something listen, you need to recession proof yourself by understanding that in any economy, there's an opportunity for you to make money. And being in a place where I wrote down, she said, make a decision and take action. 13 months later, go from, nobody ain't doing that. Watch me. This is how you make it happen. Being able to actualize a thing and then show people how to do that thing. So many of you have done that, but are you creating a product and an offer to share that content, right? So are you multi-passionate? For some of you, maybe you've never heard that word before. I love the concept of multi-passion because I was talking to somebody who said, I like that, LaShonda, because for a lot of us, you feel like you're wishy-washy. You feel like you're all over the place. You feel like you're bouncing. You can't be multi-passionate, kind of like when people say they take back certain words that have a negative connotation and they try to make it powerful for themselves. Multi-passionate makes you feel proud of the fact that, you know what, I like to do more than one thing and I'm good at it. And I want to be able to create a space for those different parts of myself to shine, right? So how are you multi-passionate? How are you working on constant growth, which is one of the messages that Shonda is talking about? And also how you can take a message and dig deeper. So your content right now is on personal growth. And I noticed yesterday you had several notebooks and journal topics, but they were for different niches.
Yes.
What were some of the topics that you were working on?
So one of them is emotional healing. And so I realized that typically something happens and we kind of push it down. Something happened, I'm gonna deal with it tomorrow. Somebody made you mad, you kind of push it down.
Not today, Lord.
And so we walk around with anger and unforgiveness and stuff that needs to be dealt with, you know. And so if we don't deal with it, we bleed all over other people. If we don't deal with it, our children have to deal with it because we just pass it on. And so we have to start, you know, processing our emotions. So emotional healing journal is one. And then the personal growth journal and planner. And then finally the Dream Big notebook. Because I believe that we think way too small. I think we underestimate the power that we have, that God has given us. And so we have to start dreaming bigger and doing bigger things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, you know, there are two lovely ladies that are in my Sister Sense circle of Power Circle experts. One of them is Lucinda Cross, and she has a book. You can find it on Amazon. It's called The Big Ask, number one. Number two is the lovely Marshawn Evans, and she has a book called Dream Bigger, right? And I love being able to, number one, share how there's so many amazing women, Black women in the circle who have created empowering content, but also how you can take a topic like LaVon was talking about, notes to self, make it your own. The concept of bigger dreaming, how do you share that message? So many times people will go, oh, it's already been done. Okay, but they ain't do it like you, right? What Dr. Seuss said, you are the only you there is, and that is your superpower. So being able to do it your way, you're going to attract people who are like-minded and like the kind of content that you are producing. That's the idea here, okay? So she don't need to be Lucinda. She don't need to be Marsha. She need to be Shonda, okay? And then you're going to want to get Shonda's dream big content because that's what she's producing. So thinking about these larger messages, but how you make them your own based on your personal brand or your business brand, because those are two different things, okay? And make sure that you take a look at my guide, sizzlesense.com/one thing, because there's one thing that you're missing when it comes to generating the revenue that you want. For some of y'all, it's the personal brand experience. You don't want to talk about yourself. You don't want to put yourself on camera. You don't want to show photos. You don't want to show anything about you. You're either scared of the judgment or insecurities within you. And that's preventing you from reaching not even a lot of people, but the right people. I always say, I ain't here for everybody. I'm here for the right bodies. And where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, amen. There might be just a handful of you watching now, and then there's going to be a handful watching the replay, but God always puts the right people in front of me. And so at the end of the day, if you consider to yourself to be a spiritual person, you're going to understand the significance of creating a space to attract either large groups, but more importantly, small, intimate groups of the right people that you're meant to serve, right? Your message independent of the competition. We all know that comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is a thief of joy. And I get it. Everything's been done under the sun, but it's how you do it, right? That's what really matters most. So personal growth, notebook and journal, niche groups. So taking topics and thinking about, okay, it's a journal on personal growth, but I'm going to make one for this group, or I'm going to make a personal growth for that group, or on a specific topic. One of her topics is on healing. Another topic is on dreaming big. How are you going to take this concept of personal growth and then break it up into content that appeals to different people based on target or topic? These are some things that, listen, everybody here, I feel like just the notes is coming. So I got to make sure that you got them too. Okay. Now, I want to ask you one more question. When it comes to what you're producing now, is there anything that you want to share, or perhaps a website that you want to share to let people know about the stuff that you're putting out there?
My website is shondamiles.com. And so that's where everything will be.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon.
Yes.
Fingers crossed, y'all.
Yes.
That's how she knocks it out. And of course, you could, those of you who are curious about medical coding and some of her 23 publications on Amazon, you can feel free to look up Shonda on Amazon too. Any final notes or questions, messages, points from you?
I think you make a good point about we're all unique and different. And so somebody who likes LaShonda might not like me. Somebody who likes me might not like LaShonda. And it's really about our personal story, the way we speak, what we share, how we share. And so don't get caught up in somebody else is doing what you're doing. Get caught up in, I have something to share and I need to share it. And two, about being multi-passionate, the more you get out there and share your message, even if it's a bunch of different things, you will start to get more comfortable with a certain thing. You'll get, people will gravitate to a certain message. And so the point is
figure it out.
Yes, you have to keep publishing content. You have to keep putting yourself out there, and then you'll know what you should, proceed with, so.
Wait, I said one question. I got one more for you. Out of curiosity, okay? Because I said, y'all, we about to go live. And Shonda was like, ooh, girl, I'm nervous. How you feel now?
I feel better.
You feel better?
Yes,
You feel better? So where was some of that nerves coming from?
Well, all the ladies have beautiful products. See, I'm preparing myself. I didn't bring anything. So I have these books, but I didn't bring anything. But
You
Yes,
brought
I did.
yourself.
I did.
Yes, you did. You
And I'm
did.
really
And how? What? So what helped as far as you feeling a little bit more comfortable?
Shonda said you do it. We're gonna have to do it. So you do it scared. But you know what, ladies? I mean, when you hang around giants, you're gonna be a giant. There's no way you're gonna hang
Are
around
you
women
telling me
who are great.
I'm the
You're gonna
5-foot giant? Is that what it is?
I'm saying greatness. If you're around greatness, you're gonna step up and be great yourself. You know,
I
you might
love
be
it.
scared and you might, think that you can't do it, but you can do it. You just gotta do it. You just gotta step out there and do it.
Now, let me tell you something. 2 things I need you to be mindful of. The reason why I asked Shonda about this question of nervousness is that we all go through it. And I remember the first time LaVon came out to a North Carolina event, she was like, first of all, this is on my birthday bucket list to come out, number 1. Number 2, girl, I ain't never gone live before. I said, hit record. Hey! You going live on your birthday. Let's make it happen. It was a beautiful experience. Some of the nerves, you just have to work through the process, number 1. Number 2, this was not planned as far as I always do brand. I always talk about when I come here, I have brand products, so I do a training on brand products. But guess what? I was like, y'all have your brand products. I'm going to put them on screen. And it can be a little bit nerve-wracking if everybody has products and you go, I don't have anything. But guess what? She does have products, right? You are your product. Your brain is your product. She's got products on Amazon. You may not see it in her hand, but you for damn sure can go on the website and see it, right? And so then you also have to think about your perspective. Your perspective. Sometimes we go, I don't have the means to do it like so-and-so. Everybody here has a book. I need it. No, you don't. You have to switch your perspective on how you're presenting yourself. Even when you feel like you're in a room and everybody has something, you don't have something, you have so much. So what can you do to switch your perspective when it comes to looking, feeling, talking, and showing up like you, right? Oh, I can't do it like so-and-so. They got 50 people. I have amazing women where we in a circle of 5 and I don't need 50 people around me right here. I got my circle of 50 right here because it's 50 spirits in these 5, right? You understand what I'm saying? You have to figure out how to create a space where you embrace who you are, you're present with the people around you, and you're doing what you need to do to pour into them. That's how you get it back. That's how you create that space, right? And in doing that, I love that you said you just need to do it. The more you do it, you get comfortable, you get better at the process of creation, okay? Because y'all all gonna be scared. I was scared. Do it anyway, okay? My first and favorite mantra before I even made my own was Nike's Just Do It. You're gonna come up with 15 reasons why not to do it, LaShonda. Just do it, okay? So thank you, Shonda. Thank you so much. We have been talking about business branding and personal branding. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. We are going to enjoy some lunch. Where's that man with my Mediterranean food? He ain't here yet. Jay, my hubby, he's my in-house photographer number 1. And he is always there when it comes to supporting us and taking photos or getting stuff for us and hanging out in the movies and all the things. So I thank you, Jay, virtually for hanging out with us this weekend. Just to wrap up and recap, products, book products, t-shirts, stickers, all the things, brand bags, all the things that you could potentially put together. This is my brand bag. I used a company called discountmugs.com so I can have my branded bags, number 1. Number 2, can anybody show your turquoise blue bags that you have? Thank you so much. This is the same material, okay? But it has no branding on it. But guess what? I can buy these in bulk as well, right? And so you can get branded bags that are your color scheme, number 1. Or you can pay for bags with your logos on them, number 2. Your clothing, right? Some of you go, oh my gosh, I love when people, they just look so put together, but you don't know how to articulate what about their imagery looks better than your imagery, right? And some of it is what you put on, right? So being a sewist, when I was working on Wear What You Make for Afi, I was like, send me photos of yourself, right? She's got all of these beautiful dresses on, and that graphics were easy because literally she wears what she makes, right? So being in a space where you are just taking pictures of your content and you're using colors that match, like you can't see the pants, right? But this is a different variation of what I wore the last time. Last time I had on a sleeveless green shirt, a short sweater. This is a longer sweater and similar color, but a different pants from the other one. This is my uniform, okay? Other businesses have uniforms. One of them, Steve Jobs, Zuckerberg, one of them talked about how he just wears great t-shirt and jeans, right? I don't want to think about it, right? It could be that you just want to reduce the stress, but it should be something that's a part of your branding, right? So for even the products that I use, my battery charger, right? My phone cover is purple. My battery charger is turquoise blue. The case of the camera, the iPhone that I have right now is blue as well, matches the branding. I've got my sneakers. Okay, so this was a splurge for me. I don't like buying sneakers that are crazy expensive, and Nike's be crazy expensive. But I loved these because they have the zebra print and the gold and the blue and the purple. I was like, damn it, I'm buying these. And these, because I'm all about manifesting that money, honey, I've been buying a lot of green products. So, and don't forgive the fact that they're not the cleanest, okay? Because I wear them, okay? So they're going to have to be a little scruffy on the back and the bottom and everything. But this has green and white, so it goes with the branding, right? So your brand colors, the things that you produce, what you put on yourself, all of it can help you to enhance what you are putting together to put out to your audience, okay? That's the last. That's all I'm going to say today. I'm not doing no more lives with y'all, with the group, okay? We're going to do content creation for the rest of the evening. Then we're going to relax and do some fun things after that. Lunch is coming up next. If you would like to join the next in-person event, make sure that you go to sistasense.com. You voice message me or email sistasense@gmail.com. Let me know the next one is in January, the North Carolina workshop. But I always, every week, do virtual sessions. So, baby, if you're not in the community, you better get your behind inside the Sister Sense monthly mentorship, mastermind, and accountability community at sistasense.com/circle, right? Join the Sister Sense circle, and I'm going to continue to share and pour into you things that you can do when it comes to your money, marketing, and sales goals too, with strategy and intention. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. The Print Your Profits 2-day virtual workshop is next weekend for those of you who are in the Sister Sense circle. I'm going to USA because I've done 3 lives today. Put a fork in me. I'm done for now. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Turn on alerts and notifications, by the way, so that you can see when I'm live, so you can jump on here live with me. And last but not least, sharing is caring. Feel free to tag your business besties or share this session because sharing is caring. That's what it's all about. The food is here. Perfect timing. Mwah! Bye.